Guys, I spoke with Coach Calhoun for Air Force, and I have an injury update for you. He told me nose guard Peyton Zadroik will not return to this game. No clarity on what the injury is. Now, as for whether or not we'll see both quarterbacks continue to play in this one, he said yes. So expect to see John Boucher and Quentin Hayes back out here on the field, guys.
All right, Tiffany, thank you. Now, 1st and 10, it is Hayes to start this drive. Hayes on the option. And Hayes breaks across the 40. That's the explosiveness that the Air Force staff told us about they get with this sophomore.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Hazik Daniels there, right? The longtime Air Force quarterback recently. He hit another gear there when he turned that up the field. I would expect to see him running quite a bit more here in the second half. He looks like he gives them another dynamic threat in the backfield.
Dylan Carson is the fullback. And Hayes will keep it again. He takes a good shot there by Colin Ramos, the captain of the Navy defense. The comparison in the second half, it has been a struggle for Air Force.
And that's so surprising because usually with these option offenses and the Service Academy offenses, they wear down their opponent. And so they start to get more yards per carry in the second half. That's kind of the inverse of what you would normally think.
Carson again after a 5-yard gain. This one maybe half a yard. Landon Robinson up front, maybe the most improved player coming out of the spring.
And if you're going to try to tackle a fullback, you better come downhill. This is linebacker 101. Watch Kyle Jacob, 43. He sees the, he's not waiting. I'm going right now. Now, just based on that, that's one where I believe they should have pulled the ball and taken it himself. Nobody's blocking Jacob at the point of attack. Quentin Hayes needs to pull that ball.
Hayes lost the ball. Did he get it back? Navy's in the scrum. And it looks like Air Force got it back.
These are the type of things that happen sometimes in these games. He wanted to pull it, I think. He was trying to pull it, but he was looking right at Justin Reed, 94, when he did. You know, Carson might have been able to have a nice run there. I don't know if he was trying to pull it or not. I think the read might have been to give it there for Hayes. That's a critical error there because Air Force was moving the ball decently well for a little bit.
4th down and 5 near midfield. Freer trying to knock this one inside the 20. Knocks it out of bounds. Let's watch the official on the far side and see where he comes to rest. And that is where Navy starts their first second half drive. Can't miss TV. Blake Horvath on the scene.
As a member of Navy Federal Credit Union, Nick feels financially at ease, which means he can worry about other things, like crossing this river. What if his feet get wet? Did he bring extra socks? Are there salmon in the river? Are salmon aggressive? Nick has a lot of things to worry about. But as a member of Navy Federal, his finances aren't one of them. Become a member today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Thanks. What'd you get? Oh, I got another double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double hot, double calf, double sweet. Hey, did you know that Discover doubles your cash back at the end of the first year?
You are cut off.
You earn, we match.
Debbie.
Unlimited cashback match.
Old Trapper Beefs. Energy emergency. What's your beef?
If your family's anything like mine, every day brings in dirt and messes. Touchdown! Yes! Sit back, relax, and leave the deep cleaning to the pros.
There's nothing average about the Air Force Academy or those who come here.
It takes more than smarts and good grades.
It takes grit.
It's for the I never quit students, the relentless,
persevering, most likely to keep trying until I reach my best students.
Because we will go on to lead others, push boundaries, save lives, and represent American ideals.
If you've got what it takes, prove it.
21-7 Navy, their first possession now, third quarter. Eli Heidenreich has been unstoppable.
Well, that's who Blake Horvath said he looks for pretty much anytime he runs around. Look how open he is on some of these plays. Horvath is looking to 22, nice over-the-shoulder catch, and then just this beauty. I mean, Horvath, that was a ridiculous throw and an even better catch with a snipe from Mount Lebanon High School outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Just a sophomore. He came in a package deal with the fullback, Alex Teska. Horvath, play action. They're going to the air right away. Horvath scrambling, fires, and it's incomplete. I mean, they were inseparable. They've been playing since Little League, since Pop Warner, all the time. Heidenreich and Teska.
And that looks like the state championship game right there. I watched that on TV. They beat vaunted St. Joe's Prep. St. Joe's Prep is like Kyle McCord and Marvin Harrison Jr., DeAndre Swift, and Mount Lebanon took them down when Teska and Heidenreich were seniors. It was an epic game and a terrific performance from those two teammates.
On second down at 10. And there is Teska. And we go down to Tiff.
Yeah, guys, Heidenreich told me how special it is to be able to play with Teska here because, as you guys talked about, they've been buddies for quite some time. But you mentioned the package deal, Rich. Hey, Heidenreich was quick to tell me he was the first one to commit here, and he likes to kind of joke around and let Teska know that.
The position is called snipe, Drew Cronick told us, for no other reason than they're going to get you.
Yeah.
Horvath trying to get the first down and put the ball out. It gets knocked into the bench of Air Force. I think he has the first down. Let's see where they mark it.
He's a very comfortable player, right? Like, it just feels like Horvath's always in control. Okay, it's not there. I need 9 yards. I know exactly what I can do to get the 9 yards. Jump over the first down line to continue to go. Extends the ball before he goes out of bounds. Just a really heads-up play by a smart kid. And not just GPA, he is football smart. He told us he wants to be a naval aviator, like Top Gun. I gotta tell you, Rich, that's exactly who I want to be our pilots. A guy like Horvath.
Horvath on the sideline is just going to lob this one over the Air Force bench. Air Force's defense is without Peyton Zadroik, their nose tackle, an all-conference type player, and 3 important linebackers are down for this game, as well as a defensive back, a safety, and Kyle Chen. So Air Force has suffered some significant injuries last week against Wyoming and today against Navy. Teska and Chapman in the backfield. On second and 10, Horvath, quick hitter. That's good coverage there. Heidenreich makes the catch. Trey Williams coming up, and there is Zadroik. That left knee is wrapped and braced.
Oh man, I really hate seeing that. He's such a fun player. He's such an awesome player. And he missed last year due to injury. So all those stats he has are from a couple years ago. He does have 1 more year of athletic eligibility after this through what's called a turnback. We can talk about that a little bit later in the game.
We're down at 4. Horvath cuts, and he's got the first down out to the 45. So Navy moving the change in their first possession, second half.
You can tell he was a triple option quarterback in high school, right? Nice block from Teska, but he's just so comfortable making these reads and the cuts off of some of these various blocks. The area, as you said, Rich, he's really improved is in throwing the ball. He said we only threw the ball maybe 60 times his entire senior year of high school.
7th play of this drive, just inside the 44. Heidenreich around the ends. 11 more yards. He is the prototype for this position.
He is, and watch him follow his buddy, Teska. We were just telling the story. Just follow your high school teammate, your buddy since first grade. Teska with a nice block on Jake Martin on the edge, enables Heidenreich to get the first down. How cool is that just for their parents? They probably carpool to Annapolis together. For those guys, when they have off time, it's a really special story.
This is Fofana, gets a block, and a good one there from Javon Bouton, the senior. Jake Martin makes the stop, and another nice gain for Navy.
And right now, the yards are coming way too easy on the ground for the Naval Academy. Air Force needs to figure out a way to stiffen here, because as much time as the midshipmen are taking off the clock, even just one more score would make this really, really difficult for Air Force to try to get back in it.
And they're very close to field goal range, so they're not thinking about that. Horvath, lots of time, unloads deep, and it's over the head of Isaiah Bryant.
So he overthrew him there, and obviously it's not what you're looking for. But this passing game and these deep shots that they take, you'll see it'll end up being the bottom right of the screen here. They are so helpful for everything Navy does in the running game, right? Because so often to stop Navy's rushing attack, the safeties have to be involved. Well, good luck running up to stop the run when they're taking deep shots multiple times a game over your head.
3rd and 2, 10th play of the drive. Teska, the fullback, his hit and stopped, and he's short. So the ball sits at the 37. There's a little wind at the back for Navy if they wanted to try a long field goal here.
And Newberry knows ahead of the time what they're going to do in these situations, and he tells Drew Cronick, the offensive coordinator, exactly what the number is. In other words, he might have said 2, meaning if we get to 4th and 2, we're going to go for it. He goes over all the analytics with Danny Payne, the recruiting coordinator, the night before the game. So they know ahead of time that they're going for it 4th and 2 in this spot.
Remember the last time they had a 4th and 2, it was an option reverse and a long touchdown. Horvath trying to get it on his own, and he does inside the 35. He lands at the 33. Camby Goff, the stop for Air Force.
He has another gear. Horvath can kick it into another gear. That wasn't all that well blocked. He was able to guess Aiden Swartz and then just turn the corner. But Horvath's looking like one of these Navy quarterbacks that when you get to this time where it's 4th and 2 or 4th and 3, he's going to be able to just use his wheels to get you just enough.
They've eaten up over 5 minutes already on the drive. Pressure, Horvath, and a flag. Nathan Kent, the intended receiver, and it looked like interference from Trey Williams.
Didn't need to do it. Williams had really nice coverage. He just didn't turn around to make a play for the football. Might have been able to intercept it. I mean, he was stride for stride with Kent.
Pass interference, defense, 40, 15-yard penalty, first down.
It's a first penalty on Air Force in this game.
Well, what's interesting to me about that is we were at practice on Thursday, Rich, and Trey Williams was getting, let's call it a talking to, from his coach about being too handy and saying, you can't practice that stuff. You can't practice that way.
All right, it bears repeating. This is incredible. 16 trips, 16 touchdowns in the red zone. Nobody in the country is even close to that. And here they are in the red zone again. Horvath almost broke it. He's inside the 10 and down to the 8.
This is the quarterback follow, and Navy's going to go right on the football. That is so well blocked, and Horvath almost broke it.
On the handoff, it's Chapman, and Air Force had it sniffed out.
Let's go!
That was Bellamy who came up with a hit.
I wonder if Navy could potentially throw it so that Horvath gets a touchdown pass, because he doesn't have one yet in this game.
Verizon red zone.
Horvath just changed the play. He sees man-to-man coverage on the outside.
Straight ahead, end zone, touchdown, Teska. What an impressive drive.
Boy, was that well blocked. Horvath just checked to the inside dive, and the left side of the line, especially the Western PA left tackle, Connor McMahon, created a huge scene. And this Navy offense is an absolute wagon.
Oh, good.
Hit the left upright.
You can hear the doink. But a 27-7 lead. Ryan Newberry, Alex Teska, the midshipman, sailing through his defense. It's 27-7.
Welcome to Ameriprise.
I'm Sam Morris, and my brother Max recommended you.
So my best friend Sophie says you've been a huge help.
At Ameriprise Financial, more than 9 out of 10 of our clients are likely to recommend us.
Our neighbors, the Garcias, love working with you.
Because the advice we give is personalized.
Hey, John Reese Jr.
How's your father doing?
To help reach your goals with confidence.
My sister told me so much about you.
That's why it's more than advice worth listening to. It's advice worth talking about. Ameriprise Financial.
Question. If you can't see what's behind all this, how do you already know? It's Jeep. The same way you know if a T-Rex is chasing a Jeep Wrangler.
It's getting away.
And if you can limit screen time while expanding it, you just know. Because when you're an original, there's only one.
Right now, get $3,000 bonus cash allowance or get 0% financing on most 2024 Jeep Wrangler gas-powered models. Jeep, there's only one.
When the sawdust settles and the engine finally roars, the thing you care about most is a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels a little different. Your wallet. Because we believe no matter what you're working on, you need high-quality tools at a great price. And that's what we're all about. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
College football on CBS Sports is sponsored by Navy Federal Credit Union, Old Trapper, and by Verizon. So Navy now seemingly in control of this game on a long drive. Alex Teska, his high school buddy Eli Heidenreich, both important on that drive. Cade Harris is deep for Air Force.
Well, and Cade Harris is a guy Air Force needs to get the ball to. I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't gotten the ball to number 21 for
So Air Force down 27-7. They have rotated quarterbacks in this one. See what they do here. We're set for big time at the Horseshoe. Big Ten battle coming up. Iowa and number 3 Ohio State. We'll get you out Brad, Gary, and Jenny in Columbus coming up next right here on CBS. Streaming on Paramount Plus.
I will be watching that via Paramount Plus in the car on the way to the airport.
Wait a minute, you're not driving, are you?
No, I'm riding. I'm riding in the car to the airport.
Just wanted to clarify that.
No, but I love watching. Well, I mean, Ohio State is incredibly talented, but I think Iowa has the best coach defense in the country. I love just watching how they take on blocks and shed them. Nobody's better than the Hawkeyes. That should be a fun watch.
Dylan Carson with that last carry gets a yard. Quentin Hayes at quarterback. John Boucher started for Air Force. Didn't go quite well. Then Quentin Hayes entered the picture. And he threw a touchdown strike to Trey Roberson and has had some success on the ground as well. Tyler Latham And this is going nowhere either. Okay, playoff bracket. I know it's early. Why not have this discussion now, especially with Ohio State coming up? Boise State right now is the entrant for the group of 5, but you know, if you're a Navy, if you're Army, and you keep winning and keep winning, you never know.
No, you don't.
Highest rated conference champion gets that spot. They're down 8, and the whistle stops play. Early movement.
Ball start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
I think for that spot, Ross, Boise State had that heartbreaking loss at Oregon on a last-second field goal. Here you got Navy looking like 5-0. Army was up big. They could be 5-0.
And neither one of them, it had been since 1945 since they were both even 4-0. So let's see what the stats are for the last time since they were both 5-0. You're talking World War II.
Hayes to throw, scrambles, hit as he throws, it's caught, and it's complete at the 44. Trey Roberson, Hayes was absolutely blistered, and Roberson somehow got a foot down.
I think Air Force might have something to Hayes. Let's make sure he got in. Look at him crouching. They might need to take a look at that to see if the knee or the shin was down before he secured it. Let's see. Something fell with Heidenreich's helmet right there.
It's a 33-yard gain.
Ruling on the field
if it's
of
a
a completed
catch.
pass is under further review.
I don't know that we're going to see pellets like we did with Heidenreich.
Well, he definitely secured the ball. I think the question is just whether or not that left shin touched the white before he secured the ball. This would be another beautiful catch, though, if it stands. And, of course, the ruling on the field was that it was a catch.
All right, we'll take a look at all the angles. Roberson certainly was selling catch. Gene Steratore, we've had a couple looks. Call on the field is catch. What you got?
Yeah, Rich, and Roberson does a great job with both feet not being out of bounds. The feet are definitely in. It's what Ross alluded to as well. It's that left knee or left shin. And boy, this one is just as close as the other two have been, fellas. But I think he secures this. It's just a matter of that left knee. The ball doesn't move at all. So we know at that point he secured it. I really can't make a determining factor as to whether that knee is down or not on that angle, and the ruling on the field was a catch, so I don't see anything really that can overturn it at this point.
Man, all 3 of these have been super close. I'm a little nervous to ruin our undefeated streak. I think they'll keep the call on the field. Right there, is the knee down before he secures it? That left knee might be down before he secures it, but I'm not sure there's enough to overturn it from these angles. This might be the best one. Oh no, I think he has it.
And a correction.
That's the best angle right there.
And a correction, with the gray numerals with the black jerseys are tough to see. Far sideline. That's actually Tyler Latham, the junior.
Yeah, Roberson was 5 yards ahead with Rayon Lane, and one of them got a hand on the ball. This is another one of those, like Gene and I were talking about earlier, Rich, where if it takes this long, I don't know how you overturn the call on the field.
Well, the other one took a long time, and they did. That was a great catch by Heidenreich.
Sometimes there's a play that goes to review, and it's obvious and easy. None of our 3 have been that.
Your point about Quentin Hayes is a good one, though. He has shown signs of being dynamic with his feet, which is such a key to Air Force being able to throw the football, and it looks like he can do that as well.
And his arm, yeah.
After viewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. It's first down at the 44-yard line.
I think this was the best angle. Look, the ball got tipped, but watch. He has it right there, and nothing's down. Then the left knee goes down. That's another beautiful catch. I mean, these teams that are known for just run the ball every time, they must work on their toe taps and sideline catches enough.
pitch and a bruising run there into the 41-yard line. It's Terrence Gist getting his first carry. Armed Forces football, proudly supported by Serve Pro. You're seeing a lot of sophomores in the game right now for this Air Force team. Hayes, of course, the quarterback, is a sophomore.
The gain of 3 is 77.
As you pointed out, this is the most inexperienced team. They're not necessarily young. They just haven't had a lot of snaps across the board to the 39-yard line.
I mean, look at that. They only had 4 returning starters. So I guess I would say Air Force getting off to their worst start since 2018 at 1-3. This was kind of expected. I mean, they had so many veteran guys the last 3 years when they went 29-10 and had 3 straight bowl wins that they kind of knew. I mean, the math is the math. You graduate 18 starters, you're only going to have 4 coming back.
Quick pitch and a great tackle. Harris, he has been tracked all over this place. Deshaun Peel makes the stop there.
Second big-time tackle by Peel in this game. Love corners that can tackle. That is Harris in space. That is a tough guy to bring down. That's the second time Peel has been up for the challenge. Air Force going to go for it. I agree. This is kind of no man's land. If you punt it at this point, what does it really do for you? And it's too far for a field goal. But straight drop back pass is not their strength.
Hayes straight back, sets up, flips it out. Latham with a catch, and he's not going to get it. Navy stops him. Andrew Duhart coming up to make the play. And the midshipmen with a big lead get the ball back late in the third in Colorado Springs.
When I push, I feel good. When I push, I feel good. When I push. Feel better when I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push. When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push. When I push. When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good.
Built for the guy who has everything and needs to tow it. The Tow and Stow is equipped with multiple ball sizes and adjusts in 1-inch increments to the height of your trailer for level towing. Best of all, it stows when you aren't using it, away from your shins and garage door. Machined from American steel, with a 2-stage finish, the Tow and Stow is the last hitch you'll ever need.
Your pride and joy is measured in acres. Keep them looking their best with the Kubota lineup. Versatile Sidekick utility vehicles. The #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience. Professional grade mowers for a professional cut. It's equipment built with one purpose: to get the job done right.
Hey, Coulter, we have a job for you.
Send me the info. I'm here to help.
Thank you.
Let's get you home. Tracker Return, CBS Sunday, October 13th, kicking off CBS Premier Week on CBS.
That's a pretty excited group, right? Naval Mobile Construction Battalion 1, Camp Mitchell in Spain. Navy in control, first leg, Commander-in-Chief Trophy Chase. And you can see 4-game losing streak to the Falcons, but they've solved that offensive problem today.
Well, they certainly have, and thank you from me and my family to all those folks over there in Spain, and really any man or woman serving in any branch all across the world. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to have fun calling football games like this.
Amen to that. Lake Horvath, the Navy now, just outside their 40. Horvath pulls it, looking on the move. Nice find there. That's Heidenreich. Who else? Inside the 35, down to the 32. Jake Martin made the stop.
Horvath completes the pass to Heidenreich.
Horvath is legit. I'm telling you, the more I watch Blake Horvath, the more I think he is an absolute star and a Heisman candidate. Watch this. Watch how late he throws it. He doesn't even look at him till the very end. He knows the whole time, if it's not there on the front side, I've got Eli Heidenreich coming across on the crossing route. Just so impressed with how poised Horvath is in every way.
Look at the numbers for Heidenreich in this one. That's Fofana with the carry. It feels like the college football world is just more fun and better when Navy is 5-0 and Army looks like they're going to be 5-0, right?
No question. Well, especially because you know about the game coming up, America's game at the end of the year, although, as was talked about a lot this week, there is a chance that they play the week before as well for the American Championship, which would really be something. Can you imagine back-to-back games? The rematch would be fascinating if that happened.
Yeah, the Army-Navy game is not counted as a conference game in the American, but it could have someone bidding for a playoff spot. Horvath, play action, end zone shot, and it's over Kent's head. American standings. This is some sight. Army 3-0, Navy 3-0, both leading today. There's some tough games in there, though, for both of these teams. You know, Navy has to go to South Florida. They've got Tulane. They go to East Carolina to finish. And, of course, they have that Notre Dame game at MetLife Stadium, neutral site. Same with Army. They've got some tests, and they have Notre Dame at a neutral site, Yankee Stadium. That's a pitch to Chapman. And he is stopped. There are players down for both teams on this play.
Navy's going to take this to the corner and have a decision to make on 4th down, but that was a significant collision.
Step aside. 15 seconds left in this third quarter.
Military veteran and USAA member Sam Elliott. I'm Gronk, your new roommate.
Roommate?
Mm-hmm. Wow. I've been trying to join USAA for years.
Gronk, you know it's for the military community and their families.
I know I can't join, but I could live in your house and ride in your truck, both USAA insured. Roomie?
Roomie.
USAA, auto, home, life, and bank.
Hey, what are those?
Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Everyone's getting them.
Yeah, kiddo. Everyone but you.
Everyone but you. Everyone but you.
Everyone but you, kiddo.
Everyone but you.
Everyone but
Come on, kiddo. Order Crazy Puffs for $3.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown!
Woo!
Mountain Dew!
College football on CBS Sports is sponsored by Navy Federal Credit Union, Old Trapper, and by Verizon. Air Force Academy, Colorado Springs, 27-7 Navy on top. They are driving. A couple of injuries. Let's take a look at this collision.
Yeah, watch the middle of your screen. It's Teska as he's blocking his right ankle, and Galeer, 22, was the guy on the ground. So it actually was neither one of the guys involved in that hard collision right there. It wasn't Goff and Chapman. It was the two guys in front of them that both picked up injuries.
Navy's going to attempt a field goal. It's the first field goal attempt by either team. Nathan Kirkwood, 2 for 2.
And I wonder if Newberry wants to get his confidence up after that bad extra point.
Good snap, and a good kick.
Well, so much for that. And they could have taken it to the quarter, and they didn't do that. The clock was running.
Air Force is looking for any scrap of momentum they can find.
So number one, they should have let it wait till the end of the quarter. Was this ball tipped? Yeah, it was. It's a nice job by Daniel Grobe, 95. Watch 95 get that right hand on it right there. Hit those top 3 fingers. He skied high. Makes sense for an Air Force guy. Kind of a double whammy there for Navy, right? You don't take it to the end of the quarter, and you get the field goal block. So much for trying to get Kirkwood's confidence back.
Quentin Hayes at the controls for Air Force. And they'll keep it on the ground. Gist getting some run at the fullback spots. 3 quarters in. First game, Commander-in-Chief series. And yeah, it's been all Navy so far.
Target Circle Week, 1 week.
Sunday the 6th.
Target Circle Week,
Sunday the
1
6th.
week.
Big
Wow.
deal.
It's Target Circle Week.
Get ready for 7 days of big deals.
That's right, Penn. What a big week.
Huge week. Starting October 6th.
Check out Mahomes' top 3 plays of the day. He scrambles into T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro on us. It's a little shimmy, shimmy, shake. What you think, Kyle? It's like he's chasing an ice cream truck. Ice cream! He got his iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. Cuz holding it up like a baby lion. Homie takes those T-Mobile savings and calls it a day. Respect. Now at T-Mobile.com, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And families can save 20% every month versus the other big guys.
Misty?
You know this person?
Is your cat getting too cool? Give him Temptations treats.
NCIS returns October 14th, part of CBS Premiere Week on CBS.
This is a Wayne 15 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Jada Jones. The Hobnobbin Film Festival is back in the Summit City. Today and tomorrow, you'll be able to connect with filmmakers and film lovers through storytelling. Single day passes are $30. The all-day event wraps up at 10:15 tonight. Hogworks is enchanting electric works today. The event unites more than 40 local nonprofits while recreating the magical world of Harry Potter. And there are plenty of Hogwarts-themed activities. It's happening now until 4. Admission is free. Now here's Lance with your forecast.
We are going to continue to see 70s for this afternoon. We're going to see plenty of sunshine here as we take a look here on Futurecast. We're going to see a little bit of a breeze here of southeast winds, about 5 to 10 miles per hour throughout the day today, but it's going to be a beautiful afternoon as we're going to continue to see these nice and mostly clear sky or mostly sunny skies, changing to mostly sunny skies when we get towards the later parts of the evening, or mostly clear skies when we get towards the evening and into the overnight hours. And that's going to set up some pretty good chances to view some of the aurora potential as we go throughout the night tonight. We'll see a forecast high of 78 degrees for this afternoon. Now, to figure out the chances to see the northern lights tonight in the 10-day forecast, be sure to stay tuned for Nightcast at 11.
Save this October with Masters Heating and Cooling. Masters gets there faster with an $89 tune-up. Our apples to apples match guarantee means we will meet or beat any competitor prices on any exact heating and or cooling system. Get $250 off your water heater replacement. Remember, Masters offers free, no obligation quotes on install and plumbing. Purchase a complete system and get a free iWave, plus 1 year free maintenance with a new install. Just call Masters Heating and Cooling today.
Covering the day's top stories, weeknights on Wayne 15.
Still hanging in there for Air Force, the Airmen Joint Base in Langley in Virginia.
I love seeing the families there, you know, the spouses and the kids. My mom was an Army brat, so I have a great appreciation, not just for the service men and women, but for the sacrifices that the families make as well. I think she went to 9 different schools growing up, all over the country, and international. She lived in Germany twice.
My father was a Marine, so I knew how to make a bed. On the ground, the fullback for Air Force is so important. And it's, look, Brad Roberts was
unbelievable,
the best that's ever done it here. Hard to replace him. Hayes, Justin Reed hit him. They were senior laden last year. They went 9-4, 5-3, tied for 4th in the Mountain West, won their 5th straight bowl game. But the price they paid was all those seniors, and a couple of those guys on the far right are in the NFL right now, Trey Taylor and Bo Richter.
Well, they lost their top 6 tacklers, and you know, a lot of those guys had an extra year of eligibility that they utilized because of the COVID year.
That's a nice throw on the run. Quinn Smith with the catch. And a nice play for Air Force inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line.
Well, listen, this game isn't over yet. Not with the way Hayes has been playing. I like this young quarterback for Air Force. I think the Falcons have something in him. He's got some juice as a runner, and so far he's been more than capable as a passer.
That's movement, and I think Navy may be offside here.
The question is whether or not Jacob got in the neutral zone when McManich, the left guard, moved.
Offside. Defense number 43, causing an offensive reaction. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Causing an offensive reaction.
Well, so that's actually one of the points of emphasis this year, is if you simulate the start of a play like 43 did there, and I think he was in the neutral zone, they're going to call the penalty on you.
Air Force doesn't have the right people on the field, and that's going to mean Navy has a chance. If they want to make a change, they can make a change, and here comes a couple defenders on.
Air Force might have to use a timeout here.
And they're going slowly,
Navy
Navy is.
Call timeout. That's smart by Navy.
Yes, they took their time coming on and off. When you make a late change on offense, the defense can do it at their leisure, and they did.
On Chewy, save 35% and shop all your favorite brands. For any taste or any diet, at prices you love, delivered fast. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Prime Big Deal Days is coming October 8th and 9th with exclusive savings just for Prime members. You'll feel like a big deal. Shop deals on electronics, fashion, and more this Prime Big Deal Days, October 8th and 9th.
I didn't have to spend my life trying to find my calling. Mine found me at an early age.
It was just a matter of how good I could get and how far I would go.
At Ram, our calling is to build trucks. So when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Right now during Ram Power Days, get $4,000 cash allowance on the purchase of most 2025 Ram 1500 trucks. Don't miss Ram Power Days. Hurry in today.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah. Feast your eyes on this.
Oh, that's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
I'm not going to beg, but pretty please.
Or they don't. Go ahead, press a button.
Oh, it's glowing.
Apple Intelligence. We should do this more often.
Agreed.
Rekindle the feeling of love with the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
Runners on the corner for Judge. That may go over Cedar Avenue.
Another steal by Leonard. A poster finish by Kawhi. Wow!
Schofield
does it, your new NCAA champion.
Here's Palmer with the toughest dive in the competition. That should seal it.
Wyoming from the 9-yard line. Allen keeps it himself. Touchdown, Cowboys!
We told you Navy is the best in the country in the red zone. Air Force hasn't been there yet. They're just outside the 20 at the 21-yard line. Sophomore Quentin Hayes has come off the bench to provide a spark for Air Force. First down at 5. Hayes had to unload it, and he does nicely there. And that's the first catch for Cade Harris. He's got the first down. He's out of bounds at the 16.
I like that from Hayes. Watch, Hayes didn't stress when he's under pressure. He knew Cade Harris was coming out underneath the formation. Nice play by Hayes. His first extended playing time. He has been impressive, and I'd like to see them throw the ball to number 21 even more. He had 5 for 106 last week against Wyoming. That was his first one today, as you said, Rick.
He has only 4 touches, does Harris, and 3 of those are runs. Into the red zone for the first time is Air Force, and they are churning some yardage now. Dylan Carson, the big fullback, eats up another chunk.
And this game is not over. I mean, Air Force scores a touchdown here. You got a 2-score game with plenty of time left. So you see how he just went in motion there? Now they look to the sideline for what the play is. The motion from Latham lets them know whether it's man or zone.
That did not get off cleanly.
Carson with the football.
Ball start. Left tackle, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Troy Calhoun, a former Air Force quarterback.
It's the second time the left tackle, Alex Moore, has moved a little early. Might have been the left guard, too. It kind of looked like the whole left side of the line. And Hayes is frustrated. He knows you don't want any pre-snap penalties for any team, but 5 yards hurts the academies more than others. So he's looking to the sideline to see what the play call is.
Second and 9, it's a pitch. Now it's a reverse. And Harris stops at the 11 and then gets hit. It's a pickup of about 5, an adventurous one at that, but it's still a third down.
That was a fun couple yards. I want you to keep your eye. You're going to see Harris come over, but keep your eye right here on Hayes, the quarterback. Watch Hayes get a block. Right here. Keep your eye on him. Watch this block right here. I mean, he almost knocked him over. Didn't get him down, but that's a better effort than you'll see from most quarterbacks.
They're down 6. Hayes a follow, and he's stopped. So now, outside the 10, it's going to be 4th down and a long 4, maybe 5.
Gotta go. Gotta go because a field goal, it's a 3-score game right now. Even with the field goal, it's still a 3-score game. You gotta go if you're Air Force. This is the right decision by Troy Calhoun. I'd like to see them somehow utilize Hayes' legs, some type of run-pass option. Maybe it's a sprint out, maybe he drops back, and if it's not there, he scrambles.
He's 5 of 6 for 115 yards through the air, and he'll throw it here. Backpedaling, trouble! Down! Sacked! Campbell! Navy with a big play.
Not many things are more frustrating than a quarterback taking a sack on 4th down. You have to throw the ball up to someone in that situation. Learning experience for Quentin Hayes.
Dude, this thing is awesome. I know. I bought it using the Cash Rewards card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I get cash back on every purchase. Honestly, I can't imagine where I'd be without them. One word. Got it. Reeling in fish. No. Eating fish. Fish in the sea? Movie.
Introducing the new Cash Rewards Plus card. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
The 3 for Me only at Chili's is now available with the all-new Big Smasher Burger, piled up high with nearly half a pound of beef. Or you could settle for just some other burger at a drive-thru. Anyway, gonna need some room, cause the 3 for Me still fills up the table with the bottomless drink, all the famous Chili's chips and salsa you can eat, and it's still the best deal around at just $10.99. See you later, tiny drive-thru burger. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Look, I got the new iPhone 16 Pro at Verizon. Apple Intelligence is pretty awesome.
Nice.
You can get it when you trade in any phone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
At Verizon, new and existing customers can get iPhone 16 Pro on us when you trade in any phone in any condition. Only on Verizon.
College football on CBS Sports is sponsored by The Exchange, USAA, and by Serve Pro. Win the Commander-in-Chief's trophy, you need to sing second twice. The alma mater is such a great tradition in any of these academy games that if you sing second, that means you've won the game.
Oh, the Falcon. That looks like Bills Mafia right there. We got
just gonna
Bills Texans tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern.
I was just going to go there.
Yes, that was awesome.
No, I've seen that in Philly as well, the Eagles tailgates. Chapman straight ahead. This is a real thing, and it's something that Brian Newberry has preached since he was the defensive coordinator, now the head coach. Get 6. And what are the 6? 3 and outs, 4th down stops, turnovers. And they're 21-5 when they get a combo totaling 6. It feels like 22-5 is right around the bend, because they've got 6 in this one.
Well, and there's a decent amount of time for them to get even more. I like right now that Navy's huddling, that they're taking their time in the huddle. You know, you shouldn't snap it moving forward if you're the Naval Academy until there's less than 5 seconds left on the play clock. You want to milk this thing as much as you can and shorten the game.
Heidreich reverses. Heidreich is loose, and it's a race. Eli Heidreich caught at the 25, dropped at the 17. This guy is unstoppable.
Well, it's been mainly his receiving through the air, but now he shows he can do it on the ground. Look at that move there, and then the cut back there. He is perfect for this offense. The coaches said they say to each other all the time, we need to get more Elis. Let's try to get as many Elis as we can. Yeah, do you think? Now he's got his career high rushing and a much-deserved breather. What a ball player 22 is.
57 yards on that. Play clock running down. This is Bryant, and Isaiah Bryant hit inside the 15, out at the 13. There isn't anything he can't do. Although he is 0 for 1 as a passer this year.
Doesn't have a receiving touchdown in this game. He's a slouch. I mean, he is fun to watch. They got a lot of them. 100 rushing yards, 100 receiving yards. You do not see that very often at any level of football. What a stat line for Heidenreich.
Into the red zone. Navy perfect on the year. They're 17 of 17 in the red zone. And all of those 17 are touchdowns. No field goals allowed in the red zone for Navy this year.
Well, that's about to get tested right now.
Yeah.
Because it's 3rd and long. They brought Heidenreich back in. I'm thinking 2 things here, Rich. It's either some type of quarterback run with Horvath because he's so good in these situations, or Horvath looking for number 22 to give Heidenreich the touchdown he probably deserves.
Heidenreich is just a sophomore. Teska's in the backfield. Chapman in motion. And it's Teska. And he's in! Touchdown! Heidenreich fakes Buddy, gets the score. 12 yards.
Boy, that's another cool play right there. All the action going left. They come with the toss back right. All they needed was the one key block because Arion Burr bit on the fake, the edge rusher.
That's not an easy play for the quarterback. That was a reverse and a left-handed pitch. Boy, this Navy offense has weapons. You got Eli Heidenreich, the snipe. Gonna get you. And then his buddy, Teska. It's 34-7.
Shop your favorite brands tax-free with the benefits you've earned. If you're a service member or veteran, your exchange benefit delivers the brands you trust with military-exclusive pricing. American Eagle, Samsung, and much more. Stay tuned. Bass Pro is coming soon to shopmyexchange.com. Visit your PX, BX, or shopmyexchange.com/vets to learn more.
Take a breath of fresh air with the Stanley Steamer Air Duct Cleaning. We clean over 10 million feet of air ducts each year with our specialized trucks, built by us, removing the contaminants from your home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer Clean.
It's your home cleaner.
Hi, Susan. Honey.
Yeah?
I respect that, but that cough looks pretty bad. Try this Robitussin honey.
The real honey you love, plus the powerful cough relief you need.
Mind if I root through your trash?
Robitussin, with real honey and elderberry.
At Ameriprise Financial, our advice is personalized, based on your goals, whatever they may be.
All that planning has paid off. Looks like you can make this work.
We can make this work. And the feeling of confidence that comes from our advice?
I can make this work.
That seems to be universal.
I can make this work.
I can make this work.
No wonder more than 9 out of 10 clients are likely to recommend us. Because advice worth listening to is advice worth talking about. Ameriprise Financial.
CBS Tomorrow celebrate 50 years of the American Music Awards.
This is one heck of a night.
The biggest stars, iconic moments, and new unforgettable performances. The AMA's 50th anniversary special tomorrow on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Navy has built a huge lead, 34-7, late in the fourth. Our player of the game is brought to you by Old Trapper Beef Jerky, Eli Heidenreich.
Well, he's just been fantastic. Said it a few moments ago, how often do you have a guy, just watch this catch right here. I mean, just watch him enjoy that catch right there. Unbelievable. And then the multiple cuts on that long run, which led to the last touchdown. Very rare for a guy to have 100 yards rushing and 100 receiving. And by the way, only 6 carries and 5 catches. It's not like it's been high volume. He's got 200 yards on 11 touches.
And he's not the only great athlete in the family, right, Tiffany?
Yeah, he's not, but Ross mentioning the cuts, it's almost like he's hitting the slopes when he's out there. He told me not a lot of people know this about him, but that he grew up an hour and a half outside of Pittsburgh hitting the giant slalom. So he did ski racing, told me his father was really into it, the whole family was into it. And it's one of the interesting facts that he wanted me to share, guys, so it's pretty cool.
I was talking with him, Tiff, about it before the game. That's Seven Springs out in Johnstown. I take my family there once a ski season.
And how are you on the slopes?
Not as good as Heidenreich.
And not as good there. With a new quarterback in, Josh Johnson getting some run right now, the third quarterback to play for Air Force.
Let's watch the exchange here. New quarterback, new running back. You got to put it in the belly. It's hard to tell from that angle right there. But, you know, we were at practice Thursday. Nobody gives their young guys and backups more reps than Air Force. Nobody. These guys all get a ton of reps.
And the other thing, and both coaches told us, getting reps and playing in one of these games, a Commander-in-Chief trophy game, is just different. It's like a postseason. It's essentially a playoff game in the middle of the season.
Calhoun was very upfront with us yesterday that They just need to get these guys more experience as fast as they possibly can, and unfortunately, it takes time. 3rd and 17. We'll see if Navy heats them up a little bit. Looks like they're bringing pressure from the bottom.
Here comes Johnson. Fires down the sideline. Ooh, that's not a bad throw. Camaro Breyer was open. And Air Force going to have to punt.
He had him. You'll see it's out of the backfield. It's a nice job there. Top of your screen. Just couldn't quite connect, and I would expect us, as you see Johnson's frustrated, I would expect us to see a bunch of backups for Navy on offense now too, Rich.
Absolutely. You don't want to expose Horvath and Heidenreich and all those guys to any more hits you would expect. Fair catch called for. 57-yard punt. All right, the last time Navy won here, 2012. Parker Harrington missed what would have been a game-winning field goal for Air Force. On to overtime. Keenan Reynolds, early in his career, fumbled in the end zone, but Jake Zuzek recovered, and the defense for Navy would come up big. 28-21 was the final. That was the debut of Keenan Reynolds.
It's hard to believe it's been that long. I mean, they play out here every other year. So to not have done it in 12 years is a long time, and Navy does have a new quarterback in, Braxton Woodson, who was really rotating with Horvath during camps.
Shane Reynolds with the carry. CBS Sports celebrates Hispanic and Latin pioneers of change, recognizes the history, cultures, traditions, and impact of these communities during Hispanic Heritage Month. It is a veteran Navy team, and we've seen it with their offense, with their defense, and an inexperienced Air Force team. Somebody this week asked Brian Newberry if he felt sorry for Air Force having to really go to the well and replace so many people, and he said no.
Yeah, he has no sympathy, and
he should.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a second.
Woodson, this is Hassan, and Hassan's out to the 36-yard line.
So Newberry, listen, here's the deal, okay? During the COVID year, Air Force had a bunch of players that, it's called a turnback. You have to leave school for a semester, and then they came back. They didn't know if they were going to be able to play football that semester or not, so a lot of them left school. So the last couple years, Air Force had a bunch of fifth-year seniors, and it's a big reason why they were so successful. And Troy Calhoun, what did he say to us yesterday? I'm not going to apologize for that. I pushed for it. I try to get that as much as I can, and it's a big reason why they were successful.
And of course, the challenge now is you've got a lot of juniors and seniors that haven't played much, thus the inexperience. Now, it seems like at Wyoming, and even early in parts of this game, they're making progress, but not enough for Navy. 34-7.
Homes.com is a new, elevated home shopping experience. Beautiful design, tremendously rich content, and my favorite touch,
it's the only site that always connects you to the listing agent.
Feels like a work of art.
Lovely. What about the app?
Uh-oh! Look what I did. It's ringing. Hello? Hello? Hello?
They can't hear you.
Hello?
Because you glued the frame over the microphone.
I think I've glued the frame over the microphone.
Ding dong!
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $50 on the MSA 60 CB battery chainsaw. Real steel. Find yours.
Ross, you noted how this rarely happens in any level for football. It hasn't happened for Navy since 2000, and Eli Heidenreich, who hasn't touched it like 20 or 30 times, has had a marvelous day.
Now, you want to talk about efficiency? 11 touches for 200 yards. Hard to get a lot more efficient than that young man has been. And how about if you're a Navy fan? I mean, Heidenreich's not a senior. Horvath isn't a senior. You know, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here. They obviously have a really good team this year. They're about to be 5-0 for the first time since 2017, but they got a lot of guys that'll be back next year as well.
And we should note, Army is now 5-0 as well. They had a huge win today at Tulsa. 4 minutes left in this one. Time Collins, flags come down. That's a 48-yard punt. Air Force, of course, in the Mountain West. Navy in the American.
During the return, illegal block in the back, receiving team number 15. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Tomorrow morning, 8 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Kickoff for Sunday. Fun day with that other pregame show as the Tops team gets you ready for the whole slate of NFL action. By the way, in the Mountain West, Ken Niumatalolo is having a really nice start at San Jose State as the head coach.
Certainly is. Came in here to Air Force and was able to beat the Falcons a few weeks ago.
That was a very sweet win for him and for San Jose State. Brian Newberry, of course, replaced him as head coach at Navy. Newberry in his second year.
Would expect both teams to probably do a heavy dose of the run here. Even with Air Force losing by this much, I think they just want to run some of their core stuff with the young guys they have in right now.
Owen Allen is in there as a running back. Time permitting, Adam, Rick, BJ, and Aaron share their insights on this one. Bring you the day's best highlights on State Farm College football today, and get you ready for Iowa and number 3 Ohio State. Brad, Gary, Jenny will have that call from the Horseshoe. Clear option pitch here. It's going to move the football out close to the 30-yard line.
And we talked about it earlier. This is several games now this year where Navy's been able to get their backups, their young guys in the game. And Brian Newberry will tell you that is invaluable, right? To get these guys actual game reps against another team like this, because they're going to probably have to use some of these guys as the season goes on.
It was Caden Cloud on that last carry. To the 29 is Rocco Conti with his first touch. 11 different rushers today for this Air Force team. It hasn't helped. Navy 34, Air Force 7. 2 minutes left in Colorado Springs.
Old Trapper Beefs. Energy emergency. What's your beef?
Target Circle Week, 1 week.
Sunday the 6th.
Target
Big deal.
Circle Week,
Sunday the
1
6th.
week.
Big
Wow.
deal.
It's Target Circle Week.
Get ready for 7 days of big deals.
That's right, Penn. What a big week.
Huge week. Starting October 6th.
Misty? You know this person?
Is your cat getting too cool? Give him Temptations treats.
You're so much more than just a landowner. You're a gardener. groundskeeper, a landscaper. Because you didn't settle for ordinary. Same goes for your equipment. Versatile, powerful, durable Kubota equipment. More goes into it, so you get more out of it.
Coming to CBS Thursday.
Hey, how'd the interview go?
They hired some 22-year-old ditz because she's young and perky.
You're perky.
I'm young too!
Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. Thursday, October 17th, part of CBS Premiere Week.
Army's 5-0. Navy's about to be 5-0. So the rest of the road, and what's the probability that they win? Sportsline lined it up. And it's based on how good you are and how good the opponents are. Obviously, the biggest challenge for both is going to be Notre Dame, but both those games are in neutral sites.
And I'll just say it right now, the way Army and Navy are playing, I wouldn't be surprised if one of them is able to take down the Fighting Irish. I mean, this is not the good year for Notre Dame to have to play both of them, that's for sure. I know they play Navy every year, but they're playing one of Army's best teams too.
Of course, Navy and Army are starting to get votes in the polls, attention, and in the discussion for a playoff spot. Brian Newberry told us, he's told his team all week, don't choke on the sugar. Because don't listen to all that stuff. Josh Johnson with the carry, and Johnson, the third quarterback, he's another sophomore out of New Orleans. It's a nice run there. We're in the final 2 minutes.
Well, there was a lot of publicity this week talking about Army and Navy being 4-0 for the first time since 1945, and maybe the college football playoff, maybe the American championship. It didn't seem like it had much of an impact on both of them. I mean, they're both still winning, going away. That's a really good sign for the maturity of these men who you would think are pretty mature. To make the decision they did when they were 17, 18 years old to sign up to serve the country, and because of the options that they get after school, it's not surprising that they handled their success very well so far.
I mean, they're just trying to get through every day, waking up at 5 in the morning and doing all that they have to do. A full day before it's ready for practice in the afternoon.
Hey, we had to wake up at 5 in the morning today. 10 a.m. local kick.
It's not easy. Johnson weaves his way out to midfield, and he'll stop there. They'll bring up third down and about 5. Every time you put up one of those, a day in the life of a midshipman or a cadet, it's unbelievable, the time commitment and the discipline for these football players. There's no NIL, there's no transfer portal. This is the way it used to be.
And the stuff they major in, quantitative economics, and some of the seniors for Navy were telling us they want to do Marine Corps ground. Just love every single one of these kids.
And for both Army and Navy to be at 5-0, to watch Navy and how good they are, what they did to Memphis, what they did on the road at UAB, what they've done here against Air Force, with all of that these student athletes go through is just so impressive. Final snap on 4th and 4. Johnson looking, and now running. And that's it. The first leg of the Commander-in-Chief Trophy chase, and the first win in a CIC game for Brian Newberry. And it's a decisive one. It snaps a 4-game losing streak to Air Force. Navy's first win on this field since Keenan Reynolds debuted in 2012. And the Navy ship just keeps on full speed ahead. This was impressive. Tiffany Blackman is down below with Brian Newberry.